I'm Elias and I play drums.
I'm Mac, I play the bass.
I'm Will, I play guitar and vocals.
Adam Fano and I play guitar.
The three of us, Elias, myself, and Adam, have known each other since childhood. We went to school together. We had a little thing going, and we were playing shows in high school at the Record Theater, and high school kind of venues. And we saw Will with his band that he had in high school. We said we should really get together, so he came up one day to our practice space, and we played together, and we just knew right then it had to be.
Yeah, it just worked.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was
just natural.
Yeah, I think we're all sort of nostalgic for this time that we didn't get to live through. So I made up this word, nostalgia. Nostalgia is this word I made up. Nostalgic for a time that we didn't get to live in. Things were so alive and fresh and exciting, and now we're just trying to pick up the pieces from that. Before we started playing music in high school, for the first 2 years of high school, pretty much all me and Mac did was get stoned and listen to Pink Floyd and records from the 60s.
Yeah.
And in his room, that's pretty much...
Yeah, Elias and I got way into the 60s. We started digging up every obscure 60s psych rock band we could find. We found a lot of gems, and we also found a lot of the throwaway fluff of the era too. That's what we did in high school until we started playing.
And then we started playing music, luckily, which saved us from becoming complete potheads. Gave us, a purpose in life. Then when we formed the Flying As We Are Now, we snatched up Will, and from that point on, we knew we had something that could be taken a little bit more seriously, because we really had a sound that came together, a sound of our own.
The beginning of the band to me was like 2010 when we started touring Europe and gained popularity over there and success over there. We've been over there 6 times now in the last 3 years. From that, we've been to India now, and there's a tour in the works now in Brazil.
Of course, we hope to achieve success, but it's really exciting to just be able to travel with the music in ways we never could, because none of us really have the money to just go off to India on a whim. So just the chance to see this totally different culture and world we never experienced was reason enough.
Yeah, India is a pretty incredible place. Living in Baltimore, I really thought that I had a handle on what poverty looks like. And when you go to a place like India, it's like, it really put things into perspective. It was pretty interesting also to be there and to be like these 4 white dudes with long hair in the middle of India, and we stick out like a sore thumb, and everywhere you go, it's like you're an event, which was really cool at first. It's like we wanted to go there, we wanted to meet people. But after a while, it started really kind of wearing on us.
Yeah, it's like a constant spotlight just on us everywhere we went. Even at the Taj Mahal, there were people asking to take photos of us. It's like the Taj Mahal's right there. there's definitely kind of a post-tour depression that sets in a little bit, because especially after the first time, because I wasn't used to it. It's like you're, you know, riding so high and playing these really great shows,
not working,
and then and not working, well, playing music as your job, and then you get home and reality hits you, and it's just like.
Grow so tired of you every day. Oh, it's true. I should have never messed with you.
You come back from the tour here to your hometown of Baltimore, and you go back presumably to day jobs?
Yeah, of course.
For me, it takes a couple months to get like used to, like, all right, this is actually my real life, you know, right now.
You know, people assume that this is what we do for a living, and yeah, a lot of times people are surprised that, you know, that we have our day jobs back in the U.S. That's not only in India, that's a common misconception, I think, even in the U.S. In Europe, everywhere, you know, people think that, you know, musicians must be making a lot of money, but, you know, most of the time, they're not.
I'm usually really flattered when people think that, because that means they think we're good enough to be at that spot.
You tell me you're wrong, but I know you better.
We started off doing some tours in the U.S., to Austin, Texas, and back. Which at first, doing your first tour is like one of the most amazing things ever. Even if you're playing to 10 people some nights, it's just, you know, an adventure to travel the country playing music. It was really exciting just to learn about our country and see our country, like the West and the desert, you know, the coastal highway, one of the most beautiful drives you can ever do.
Which my van blew up on. And then we got stuck in Oregon.
One of the hard things about touring the country on your own, especially one as large as the U.S., is car troubles.
And you don't have any money.
And these two never fucking bought a car. It was always me. Pushed off of us.
We ended up driving from Portland to Chicago in 48 hours. You know, we'd been broken down for a week, so we really wanted to make this show in Chicago, so we drove 39 out of 48 hours to get there on time. Pretty much the most insane driving I hope I'll ever do. The roof of the van was leaking. So we weren't, if the car wasn't moving, water would start pouring through the roof onto our equipment. In fact, earlier in the tour, we woke up in the morning to discover all of our equipment was completely soaked with rainwater, because it'd been sitting out all night and just the water dripping right through.
Like turn your amps over and water pours out from the speaker.
All of our stuff survived. I don't know how. Like I said, the first tour is the best adventure ever, but after a while it starts to wear down on you that you're traveling all this distance.
Sleeping on hardwood floors.
Sleeping on hardwood floors to play to 20 people. So, you know, unfortunately, since we've had some, you know, success in Europe, we've kind of almost given up touring the U.S. until we get a good opportunity.
I mean, I miss touring the U.S. because in Europe everything's worked out for you, and we have this like routine. But in the U.S. it's an adventure. It's more of an adventure.
But we're also not.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
But in the U.S. we're not getting paid or fed.
True. Yeah.
Or given unlimited beer.